It's a red card in this day and age when you slow things down and you put the point of contact and again John Lundsom's foot's planted right against the side of Alistair Johnston's leg. But what I would say is, had VAR been there, nobody's moaning that that's not a red card. It was a yellow card. There's no doubt about it. So I understand why it's a red card when you see it in real time. Yeah, it's fast.
Kenny,
I always say this: football,
that's
you need
a red
to.
Card,
well,
come on,
hang fire, James. I've just gave you the reason why I don't think it's a red card.
It's a red card.
It's a yellow card for me. VAR comes in, intervenes, and it's clearly, when it slows that down, it's always going to be a red card when it gets called to the Monarch. Had it not been VAR, nobody would have asked for that to be a red card.
That's
Simple.
a red card in the 1970s, Kenny.
Absolutely not, Chris. That is not.
I think you need VAR to see the point of contact. I know you're speaking about slowing it down, but when you see it full pace, he catches him above the ankle. He's out of control.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He's endangering
an opponent. Hang fire. He's not out of control.
Of course he is.
No, he's not. He's running fast to go to a ball.
Yep.
You need to run fast. And he's allowed to slide, and he's allowed to run fast.
He's not allowed to put his studs on above his ankle.
But that's not out of control.
Of course
he's not out of control.
So he meant it then?
What, he meant to kick Alistair Johnston? Absolutely not. He meant to go and win the ball. Alistair Johnston plants his foot. He's not out of control. He is not out of control. Listen, this day and age, with VAR, slow down, that is a red card. I get it. But for me, if VAR's not there, nobody's moaning that's not a red card.
The
Nobody
heat's
at all.
getting to Kenny.
Absolutely not.
Football's been giving me so much and something that I've loved and still love doing. And still love doing. But I think with the time frame of the contract up here, having previously from the ages of 31 to 34 football, I didn't feel like I quite fitted in. I still felt like the same goalkeeper, but that's not me feeling sorry for myself. That's how this world works. That's how this beautiful business.
Right, folks, I get on cracking on with it. I hope everyone's doing well. I said I'd pop on for about 25 minutes to half an hour just to chat to you. Happy Saturday night. Congratulations to Ajax as well, pumping them. Great. The best keeper in Scotland. See the errors he pulled off today for them? Absolutely shambolic. But you're all certainly welcome. I'll knock this green screen off because it looks like I'm like a hologram. It looks like I am Kasper the Friendly Ghost. So let's see here. We'll knock this off and we'll chat away. Yeah, so situation with Kasper Schmeichel. Reports on the street that he's passed his medical. Personal terms have been agreed. We're just waiting for Celtic to confirm it now, and we're moving the right direction. Always pass his medical. Happy days. Take the 4 million quid. Wish him the very best at Genk. 47 games, 12 goals for Celtic. Not bad, Tommy. Not bad. On Mackenzie. Sorry. You need to move on from players that just don't suit the profile and suit the style of football. At the end of the day, he was an Ange signing. So I wish him the very best. I really do wish him the best. Hopefully we can go out now and get 2 strikers. I know people are saying Adam Ida was absent today for Norwich's pre-season game. The reason why behind that is because he was training during the week, came in late into pre-season training, and they want to assess him over the next couple of days and see if he's fit for their next pre-season game. So that's the situation there. If Celtic have put another bid in behind the scenes, you never know. There was 4 million offered last week and it was snubbed off. And I don't blame Norwich. They're going to try park out for 6 million. But Steve McGowan of the Daily Mail has put a story out in the last 24 hours saying that Celtic have formally put a bid in of 3.5 million for Paulo Bernardo with additional add-ons. We'll see what happens. I want to get his opinion on the whole Kasper Schmeichel stuff as well. I know there's a couple of people in here that are just not liking the whole Kasper Schmeichel signing, not liking the idea. They just don't like the board's approach to this. I can understand the frustration there. I listened to Ryan earlier on talking about on his channel. Made a good point. He's delighted with the signing, but he's not delighted with the way the board have gone about doing this. We did have 5 months to get a new keeper in with a good caliber, but he ticks all them boxes. He ticks the way of leadership, winning mentality, still a good goalkeeper, playing at top level. He played 31 games last season as well and he played in the Euros. And I don't know why people are writing this guy off. People wrote Adamida off. People have wrote off keepers in the past. I don't think this is a Barcast failure, folks. I think Celtic were being cautious on getting the right guy in. And look at, my mate said to me 2 weeks ago when we went out for the Denmark and Germany game, and he said to me, you know, he's a free agent now. And I was like, no, he's not. I was like, you know what? I'd love a keeper like him at Celtic. I think he'd do a good job. And obviously, getting this guy over the line when it's fully confirmed by the club would mean a lot. I think, you know, replacing Joe was always going to be hard, big time. Joe was a key presence, and yeah, he had his times where he was dodgy at the back with the ball, and we all had our hearts in our mouth. But look at Joe Hart over the 3 years being a remarkable keeper overall, you know, being consistent, leadership skills, helping us win trophy, crucial saves in derby games, crucial saves this season to help us win the title. And you have to give it to Joe where it's at. I know Joe is going to be a part of the past now, but we'll always remember him. And getting in one of his best friends, which Kasper obviously knows how big Celtic is. He's played a pre-season at Celtic Park back in 2017 as well. So he knows what the stakes are. I'm looking forward to having him in. I think, you know, it's a big step. As I said, my concerns, I've said in this podcast, there are people that are watching during the week, was getting someone in that has to have the leadership qualities. We could sign a young keeper and they might be just quiet, completely quiet, like the way David De Gea was in his first 2 seasons at Man United. A lot of people are asking me, why do we not go for David De Gea? Simple reason is he won't take a cut of his wages that he was on. He's at his previous club. I know he's not making wages at the moment. He's been out of the game for nearly 14 months now. So it is what it is. We'll go through the comments. Great to see the numbers high tonight. If you can subscribe to the channel, would be really appreciated. The news came through last night. I got off the plane in Dublin and I seen the Fabrizio Romero stuff, and I was literally getting off the airport bus in Santry, and I was like, fuck's sake, I need to do a video on this. And I'm going into a chippy and I'm getting a snack box and I'm sitting there having me chips and sitting there chewing me chicken, and I'm like to myself, I fucking need to do a video on this, seriously. It's 10 o'clock in the night, it's getting dark out. I'm not going to go back to my folks' house, start screaming about the news about Kasper Schmeichel on the verge of joining Celtic. So I decided, you know what, get the top on, go for a walk in the dark, and just record. Just record. Fuck it, why not? Do it, and a lot of people enjoyed the video. Straight to the point. You know, we're going to go through Kasper Schmeichel's stats here, just for the people that are kind of doubting the player of Kasper Schmeichel. We'll go through it because, look, at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to opinion. I'm not going to fall out with people on this channel that's been following me for years because they don't like the thoughts of us getting a keeper on the free. I think it's a great bit of business. Look at Liverpool getting James Milner on the free. They've done a good bit of job in that. You've seen Craig Gordon was on the free. He was a free agent and he done a great job at Celtic. People forget about stuff like that, you know. So we'll get into the comments. I miss Big Joe. McLaughlin P says O'Reilly would be maybe get more exposure and spoken out a bit more for experience pro in that Danish squad. That is great point. Exactly. And plus obviously Kasper has no intention to retire from the Danish team anytime soon. He still has it. He still looks like a keeper. It's in his early 30s, not his late 30s. So yeah, the same question that was getting floated around, the same remarks that was getting floated around social media last night was, oh, he's older than Joe Hart. Why we sign a Zimmer frame keeper? Absolutely disrespectful. And then you got this lot across and Ibrox trying to say we're signing pensioners. Coming from them, signing Jermaine Defoe and signing Alan McGregor. They talk absolute nonsense, you know. And you're like, oh, his career is dead. His career is dead. How long? Your club's been dead since 2012. Right, let's get into the comments. I just don't think people like the fact that the keeper is on a free sign. We haven't pushed any money. Like, I know that, and I understand. That's the thing, like, Tommy, I know you're probably aboard with the whole sign. I just think people are looking at it as a perspective. There's 70 million in the bank. We're probably going to make 16 million if Jeremy Frimpong goes this summer. If it's to Real Madrid, Arsenal, Man U, He might even go back to Man City. You never know. I don't know what the situation is with any sell-on clauses with City or buyback clauses. I honestly don't know. I have to look into that more experience. But Jeremy Frimpong will go for over 40 million. And if he goes over 40 million, with potential looking at between 15 to 17 million, we could get on him. So, and I don't know if we made any money off the Giakoumakis deal. I don't know if it was 700k pocketed after him going to Cruz Azul in the Mexican League. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, folks, but you know what I mean. Hazel says most players are coming into the SPL now, only have 2 or 3 years left. So Kasper will be a no different. Great son and looking forward to Europe. Exactly. So let's get into this. Let's get on to the screen share and present to you, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. Right, let's get into depth with this, right? So first of all, we all know he's a Premier League winner. He's won the FA Cup, he's won the Charity Shield, and he's won the English Championship, right? Let's go through. 37 years of age, everyone knows. He's without a club at this moment of time until he's officially confirmed. His market value was 1 million, which is very unestimated. This is the clubs he's been at. He's been at Coventry, he's been at Cardiff, he was at Notts County, he was at Leeds, he was at Leicester, he was at Nice, he was at Anderlecht, he was at Falkirk at one point, as we've seen. He was at Bury on loan. And you know what? He battled out for the #1 spot at Man City. And obviously Joe Hart came in the door and took that #1 spot from him for a couple of seasons. Then Shay Kiven came in. And then obviously Joe Hart went on loan to Birmingham, came back, took Shay's spot. Then Claudio Bravo came in and took Joe Hart's spot. And Joe Hart went to Torino, then eventually went off to like West Ham, Burnley, and other clubs like that. So look, I think this is a guy that has a lot of pedigree, a lot of caliber. Age doesn't matter if you feel good. People are making this whole scenario. Joe Hart retired. Joe Hart was in great shape. The only reason he retired is because for a personal issue, is the furthest he went in his career. He wanted to end his fairy tale at Celtic, and he wanted to focus on most important thing: his family. His family. Okay, I focus every weekend. I come home to see my family ahead of seeing Celtic play every weekend. It's hard. It's hard picking one thing over another. But family is more important. Family is more important than anything, than football. And people need to understand that. Like, we've had a couple of folks on this channel asking me, why do I not go to games? It's because I pick my family, you know? So that's the situation with this. We'll go into the comments anyway. When I'm only 47, I feel like I'm a 20-year-old. Let's have a look there. Hell to all the Celtic fans. One save I can think of is the Havertz header. He's pulled off some cracking saves. Like, you go onto YouTube and just type in his best saves, and some of the saves have been remarkable. Yes, I'm sure he has had bad moments in his career, but he's still at the top of his game. He's still a top keeper. You know, that's him, a part-timer, 100% the part-timer. That's it. That's it. The part-time Keith. I go with me daughter. Fair play. I was absolutely raging today. I came into my ex's, and my little girl runs out. She's only 5. She runs out in a Man U kit, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?" A Man U kit. So basically, our older cousin gave her this kit, and I'm like, "Of all fucking clubs, Manchester United, like, seriously." Could have been Liverpool, could have been Everton, could have been Spurs, but man, fucking United. Or even Arsenal. But no, I have last season's pink goalkeeper jersey coming for her. £5 off JD. Happy days. So looking forward to obviously getting that now in the next couple of days, and you know, she'll be wearing that. So hopefully she'll have it for the derby. But I think regards to the situation, I think it's as well, like, I don't know what's going to happen now with Benjamin Siegrist. Like, obviously he came back and featured against Queen's Park. Is he on the way out? We'll find out. We will find out soon. Did you chew off the Celtic crest off? I'm freaking out. I was I'm trying to be upbeat, to be honest. I'm still annoyed we've waited. Look, let's be honest with you, the transfer window has been only opened officially across Europe since the 1st of this month. Since the 1st day of this month. Yes, it was open in domestic football in Scottish teams, but we've got there. We have a keeper now. Hopefully he'll get the number 1 shirt as well straight away. And I'm sure Joe Hart is at the having a phone call and exchanges with him saying, okay, you're joining a top club. I wouldn't be surprised Kasper Schmeichel was up at one or two of the games. People never recognised. Watching his good mate play for Celtic over the years. The whole situation with Bernardo. Let's get this guy in the door as well before the US tour, before they jet off on Tuesday. I think, being realistic, which is, I think Benfica are going to laugh at that offer of 3.5 million. I think they should be holding off for 5 million out straight, maybe an add-on in there as well. I think you're looking at experience of Bernardo. I know he's only 22. Started 15 games last season for Celtic, 5 goals in there, and also played 34 games. Not bad, you know. I feel like Joe told Celtic to buy him. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. Brendan and Joe had exchange. Brendan knows his qualities. Brendan knows what Kasper Schmeichel can bring to the table, and that's the big benefit with this as well. He knows Brendan's style of football. He knows at the end of the day what's ahead. Massive club, you know. Leicester were a big club, nowhere big as Celtic. Yet he won the Premier League. Yet they have the King Power Stadium, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you're in the Champions League. And he has Champions League experience. He's played there with Leicester as well. He's played in the Europa League. He's played in the Conference League as well. So there is wealth European experience. 712 games under his belt as well. So for fans that are doubting it, don't judge the book by the cover. Let this guy come in. Let him settle in. I'm sure he'll make his presence well known between the team. Good for morale. Good for bonding. The situation with has gone to Belgium. You know, gone to Belgium. Reports that he's passed his medical with Genk, and hopefully that'll be announced over the weekend, and we'll take the 4 million plus from him, what was offered previously. Was Kasper in this 2016 squad? I think he was when he played that friendly at Celtic Park. To be honest with you, I'll just go on now and see can I just gonna find that game. I wasn't at that match, the Celtic and Leicester game at Celtic Park. Sure, that went to penalties, didn't it? Did Mahrez score the winning penalty to knock us out? Looks like Queevy and Keller has said he's quite happy at Liverpool at the moment. Not seeing a video of it popping up. Versus Leicester. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the highlights. Just want to have a look now. Well, man, just keep the comments floating in, folks. Yeah, he was in goal. Owen O'Connell scored an absolute cracker against him. Owen O'Connell. Was he caught from Cork, was he, or Limerick? Absolute belter of a goal as well. Couldn't say it. That was a beaut. I don't know what happened to him. Was he just too injury prone that he never really got a chance at Celtic? Owen O'Connell. I know he was playing at Wrexham the last time I heard. But yeah, Schmeichel was playing that International Cup against us. What a goal. What an absolute cracker. But let's get back into the comments. Let's see. Good luck to Spain tomorrow as well. He'll be good for Callum Mack as a leader too. Exactly. The benefits of it. What's the cons here? What is the actual cons? Tell people, dash out the cons. Like, I know people are looking at a long-term keeper, but we get this the 1 year deal with an option to extend. And that's just down to performances. That's just down to him. Look at he's going to be going into these derbies and he knows what's ahead, you know. Good question. Good question. Will Brendan be happy with how slow the recruitment is? He looked frustrating in a couple of the interviews, but look at the most important thing is we're getting rid of players. We're clearing out the I wouldn't label as deadwood. Just players that don't suit our system. Look at Sead Hakizmanovic is gone to Malmo. Rockavata is gone. Always on the verge of leaving. He's in Belgium, obviously, with that deal and the medical. I think Daniel Kelly will probably go because he's not a part of the pre-season because there's been a contract offer to him and it's literally roundabout discussions at the moment. So I've made it clear on the channel what I feel about Daniel Kelly. I think could be a really good potential, decent player for Celtic, but if the contract is not good enough in his eyes and his agent is storing his ear, let him go. Let him go. I'm sorry, but I know as much as we want to see academy players strive in the first team and move on, but we're a business and people can be replaced unless you're like Henrik Larsson caliber or something, but players can be replaced. Players can be replaced. I think he was a Cork man, wasn't he? I think he played for Cork City a couple of times as well. We'll get 2 years max. Exactly. So I never thought I'd see the day that Republic of Ireland manager said he thought England would win the Euros. Who's that? Who said that? Was it the new manager? I don't even want to talk about tomorrow. I'm actually getting anxiety thinking about this game tomorrow. Flying back at 10:30 tomorrow night to Glasgow. I'll get the first half of the game and then I'll watch the second half on my laptop in the airport. But my prediction is going to be 2-1 Spain. I think England will score first. I think Kane will score, and I think Spain will score an extra time to win it. Would you like to see Callum O'Hare? I don't think it's going to happen with Callum O'Hare, to be honest. Has anyone seen the Paddy Power ad for the final? No, I haven't seen it yet. It's on YouTube. Does a goal and a 7-1 thrashing of Dundee really give the right ask for? Okay. We'll see what happens. Yeah, AJ's playing tonight, by the way. Canada are playing against Uruguay tonight in the 3rd and 4th place playoff in the Copa America. I was quite surprised there was actually not a 3rd or 4th place playoff in the Euros. Have you got your England shirt on for tomorrow, Keith? The butcher's apron. Not a chance, man. Not a chance. I think we're all just hoping that they don't win it tomorrow. I know there's fans. I understand there's people that are born in England that support England, that support Celtic. I just despise the English football team. I just don't like the English football team. I hate the media beside of it. They're all good individuals as players and all that, but come on. They're claiming it's coming home. They've never actually won that trophy. Dylan McGeert. Well, the last time he played in America, Dylan McGeert got injured against Real Madrid. Do you remember that? I think that was it over in LA. We played that game. So the pre-seasons, obviously we start our American tour next Saturday against DC. I'm going to see if I can pull up the times and the fixtures and stuff like that. Just give me a second, folks. I actually don't know the times. The games that are kicking off. Typical me. Plastic Celtic fan. Plastic Paddy here. Let me see. So 12:30 in the night on Sunday coming 21st of July. We'll play DC United. And then the following Wednesday, 12:30 in the night against Man City, and then 9 o'clock on the Saturday, which will be probably 3 o'clock. I think they're playing over the West Coast for that. I'm not sure. I know it's in Charlotte. So yeah, we'd be grand. We'll get the games, and do you know what? I might actually stay up. I might stay up Sunday night and do a live watch along for it. If anyone's interested watching it, I'll be feck all numbers, but we'll see what happens. 182 people tuning in tonight. The folk on X tuning in, so anyone that's over on X, come on the Hoop Celtic, please pop over to the YouTube and press that subscribe button. It's no point having 129 people on X, not one new subscriber. Is it just bots? Is it just spam? Please get on it like a Carabana and do subscribe. I don't like 3 or 4 places games. Let them play it. Well done to Canada. I think obviously Nunes, I think he could be out for Uruguay. I'm not sure. I don't like the English full stop. I'm Scottish. They'll say tomorrow never comes, but which is good, but I tend to give up the beer. It's on YouTube, Keith. The Celtic games are. The Celtic games are on YouTube. I'll do a watch along, and I'll be on YouTube as well. Thanks for the chat about that. quite late. Like, you know, it's mad. It's kind of mad to think, like, you know, I thought it was just exclusive on Celtic TV, you know. See what happens. I'll take your word for it. I do take your word for it. Hell. Hope you're doing well, Angela. So, folks, if you want to join the membership, help a team out, 99 pence membership. You go on to the YouTube channel, click join. There's a super thanks option. There's a tip donation. At the end of the day, whatever you want is there. But I'm pretty happy having you here whacking the comments out. You got a few quid for Canada making the semi-final. Well done. Good stuff. Oh, the advert, the Paddy Power advert. Let's look at it, right? Let's look at it while we're here. Let's have a look. We'll have a look while we're here. Is it these Scotland legends are devoting this? Let's have a look. Right. Now, I hope you won't get done for copyright of this, because let's have a look. Let's get
exciting, dynamic, best football we've played since 2012.
But Scotland were terrible, Alan.
I'm not talking about Scotland.
I'm Spanish through and through. It's in my blood. The culture, the language, second nature to me. Living la vida loca, as we say in Valencia.
Basques, Catalans, I love them both the same. However, my family, well, we've been cooking tapas for generations. Chorizo, gazpacho, and of course my own personal favourite, patatas bravas.
I've been playing the castanets for years. There's an art to it. Bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum ba-da-da-da. Eh, Macarena. Ole!
There's nothing like a nice glass of sangria in the Mediterranean sun. Salud.
But we're in Glasgow, Charlie.
Oh, that's bellissimo, that is.
You just don't want England to win the final.
Ay, caramba. Don't talk shit. Now I'm off for siesta. It's an important part of my culture. So on your way out, shut my casa door. Adios.
Viva España.
Vamos, La Roja. Vamos.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That is brilliant, by the way. Good crack. There's been no reports that we're bringing another keeper in at the moment. Obviously, we have Scott Bain and obviously Benjamin Seacrest there, and then young Toby as well. So if Benjamin Seacrest goes, I'm sure that we'll be in the market to get a replacement keeper. Probably go for a domestic keeper. But yeah, it's brilliant. That's a cracker of an ad, by the way. Fair play to Paddy Power. Give Paddy Power the give them the Beulah bus for that. That's better haircut. You need that 1.5 inches off that show. Everyone's mad about my hair. Who cares about my hair? Silver Fox. Who cares? Don't have any gel and it's grand. You know, Wolverine look could be grand. Not a bother. Not a bother. It's always about my hair. It's always about my hair being put to the Morello side, flicked up. You know, who cares? And we have had 6 months to recruit the right goalkeeper. A 37-year-old transfer field, underwhelming, but certainly not we can sell on. Look at best days behind them. Don't judge the book by the cover. I understand your concern. I understand he's 37 years of age. He's a free agent. The club hasn't went out, opened the checkbook, signed the checkbook, got a keeper for 5 or 6 million. Let's see what happens. That's not just. Let's look at if you're right in 3 months' time, and I'm turning around saying, "Oh, a Scottish voiceover, fair play to you. You were right about this. You were right about this. We'll give you a clap." But let's be honest, like he has so much caliber. I watched him in the Euros. He was grand. Not a bother. Not a bother. He's not past. He's not Neville Southall in goal, for God's sake. Like, give this chance. Give this guy a chance. You know. Paul Malone in. Brendan Rodgers out. Paul Malone used to run the admin on my page. What a man. Wish I had hair like yours. My hair doesn't need a haircut, you know. Always needs a haircut. It's just it's getting out of control. We might just shave it all off, But I'll just go back onto this. This is an old post from today. As we know that he is in Belgium, he's passed his medical, and this was the latest tweet last night about Kasper Schmeichel. If anyone's been living under the rock on the last 24 hours, that's the situation with Kasper Schmeichel. Personal terms have been agreed. Medical has been completed. We're just waiting for the announcement. Celtic will probably wait till tomorrow night to get a buzz out of it. They probably do it after the England game. You never know. We'll see what happens. But as I said, he has that relationship with Brendan Rodgers there. That makes it, and that brings the spice up a little bit. I've talked about this. I repeat again on the channel just to recap. The yellow jersey is meant to be the league jersey for this coming season. I know there's been a couple of concept photos going around the Bumblebee. That's from one of the pages on Facebook, Emerald Design, Custom Emerald Design. They do the Bumblebee. But at the moment, there's been this jersey hasn't even been officially launched yet. I know there's a couple of shops worldwide that already have it in their store and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. I'm a fan of it. I know a lot of people don't like the yellow and the pinstripes on it. I've repeated myself so many times about this, but I am a fan. There it is in the flesh. There it is there. The green stripes going up it as well. So yeah, as I said, go back to this. This is the 4-leaf clover design. Big fan of the 4-leaf clover on its own on the jersey. I still think of the 5 jerseys there, the one with Scott Brown wearing it is the best one. The black jersey was one of the most comfortable jerseys I own. Obviously, we brought it out of retirement in Ange's season to wear it against Hibs. And we ended that guru of not winning for nearly, what was it, almost 10 years at Easter Road. Was it 8 years at Easter Road? 8 years at Easter Road. And we end up winning that night midweek game. Joe Hart wore the pink kit in goal. But the dark green one, I've obviously said in the channel, a lot of you probably had the dark green jersey. Too much treads on it. Disaster to maintain it. The one on the very left, on the bottom of the left, Orange one, belter. And the top left, I'll be honest with you, I didn't buy the Irish Origins this year one, but see what happens. Might have to get somewhere else. Getting the new Celtic shirt without the sponsor. I actually like the sponsor on it. Funny enough, I actually do like the sponsor. Adam Eda, everyone's saying the Adam Eda business behind it. How's it going, Tom? I'll be doing well. Great move from Celtic and the board where we're going to splash the cash. They're not going to splash the cash. They're not going to splash the cash. I'm not trying to get everyone's hopes up here, but they won't. They'll be lucky to spend about 20 million in the transfer window. I think we really need to get rid of the likes of Naroski and Larga-Bielka. Yes, we signed them for almost 8 million between the two of them, but come on, Larga-Bielka doesn't suit Brendan Rodgers football. Naroski, Mr. Injury prone. And I feel sorry for him. I really do feel sorry for him, but time Naroski moves on. Welch, another injury prone guy as well. I think we should be going out and looking to get 2 centre-backs in. 2 centre-backs in and replace the other centre-backs. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Enjoying your channel. Keep good organic content, realistic options. When I get a bit of time, I'll try to do a couple of throwback stuff. I want to say on this day in 2005, we signed Artur Boric on loan. And the rest was history after that, the holy goalie. We all remember Artur Boric for scoring that penalty against Dundee United in the Scottish Cup semi-final, saving that penalty against Louis Saha in the Champions League group stage, and then Nakamura obviously scoring that night. Artur Boric blessing himself in Ibrox, with the Champions flag, saving them penalties against Spartak Moscow in the Champions League third round playoff, you could say. Obviously his fight with Lee Naylor that night as well. Artur Boric was an absolute amazing keeper for Celtic. One of my favourite keepers of all time. Not because he played just for Celtic. He was the second ever Celtic player I ever met. And it was his birthday. It was the night of when we played Milan in the last 16, the Champions League. My first ever Celtic game in 2007. And the holy goalie came out. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like looking at the spire in Dublin. Is that the big pole? Is that the pole? But yeah, what a guy, Boris, you know, what a guy. He was just, you know, gives me the butterflies talking about Arthur Borich, you know, and I know we've had Fraser, we've had Craig Gordon, we've had Joe Hart, you know, we've had Barkas, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with Kasper Schmeichel. As I said, wealth of experience, over 700 games, 6'2" as well. Decent. Just give me a second. Hello?
Hey, will you just grab me watching off the watch list?
Yeah, I'll grab it now. How long will you be?
I'll be on the journey way home now.
Right, grand. I'll see you then, right? Bye. Right, folks, I'm going to head. Things to do. So thanks very much for tuning in. Please do subscribe to the channel. It'd be really appreciated. And also, if you want to join the membership as well, for just regular content, please, it'd be appreciated as well. I know he's off to Italy as well. Do you think for Barkas thinks he's failed? Fuck Barkas. I don't care about Barkas. But I have to head, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hail. Have a good one. Have a good Saturday. Get the washing in. I'll see you soon. Bye.